We're back in the driver's seat after a little hiatus. With hiatus or hiatus? I don't even know. But I'm with Esteban Martinez here at the Buick GMC Cadillac store. Welcome, Esteban.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, man. You're doing really well.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
How long have you been doing this now?
I would say roughly a little over 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
And, buddy, you've put out some units in 3 months, haven't you?
I try.
You try. Well, you do. You try. You're very professional. You come to work. You got a great feel and appearance about you. What did you do before this?
Prior to this, I worked 12 years for a tribe, a casino.
Uh-huh.
So I did security within the casino. The last 5 years, I was their investigator for one of the casinos there.
And we were just talking about when you were investigating the casino, sometimes you'd have to deal with irate people, right?
Correct.
Different personalities. And you've brought those skills here with your customers as well.
Yes.
Correct.
And
matching and mirroring their tone, their inflection, their distance, reading the situation and the customer, not just from the words they say, but also the nonverbal cues.
Correct. Just pretty much being a chameleon, just seeing, depending on who's in front of you, adapting, finding ways to kind of correlate with that person and
build rapport.
Build a good rapport and understand them and break that ice,
Right. A lot of people think salespeople have to be loud and animated and fast. But in reality, a lot of the top salespeople I've met in my life are very calm. They're very collected, and they move with precision and thought. They know what they're doing. Would you agree with that?
I do.
And you do that here, don't you?
I that's one of the things that I working, previously what I used to do. I was trained, and after 12 years of just doing it consistently, regardless of the time or day, I kind of brought those skills over here where, depending on who's in front of me, I learned to adapt and try to have that sort of, like we mentioned previously, that rapport and working from there and just kind of slowly, working the process and trusting it and hoping for the best at the end. Speaking
of the process, how does the process assist you? How does it keep you in the hallway?
And it keeps me in line, it keeps me at my mind, making sure I have all my ducks in a row and that way I don't get lost. Because if there is a moment in time where you do get a little lost and you don't know what to do, just scroll back down, inside your memory and realize where you were before, what step, and then kind of swing yourself back around and keep you in the right path.
What step are you on? At our Indio, Chavez Jessup GMC in Indio, in the sales office, there's signs on the wall that says, what step are you on? So it lets you know where you're at, what you've accomplished, and what you still have to do to get to the next step. Because the goal in step 1 is just to get to step 2. Goal in step 2 is just to get to step 3, step 4, and so on, and get that customer in and build some value, right?
Exactly.
What do you like most about working here at the Buick GMC Cadillac store? Besides your coworkers, I mean, you guys got a great team over here.
And I think, I know it's, you said besides the coworkers, I think that's one of the main sources is the environment that you're in. It feels at home. I wake up every morning excited to come to work, which makes it avoid that sort of word where now it doesn't feel like work,
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And that's one of the things. And then aside from that, it's just the people. I've since I can remember, just the way I was raised is kind of enjoying the interaction with that human interaction, especially nowadays. It's not common, a lot.
It's not common for people to relate and interact because we're all stuck on our little screens.
Exactly.
We don't acknowledge people. It's amazing. I always said you could have 2 dogs coming at each other down the street, and the dogs will stop and say hello. You could have 2 people coming down the street, and the humans will look the other way.
Yeah.
It's like, all we want to do is help people.
Yeah.
Fair product, fair price, fair process from a fair person. You know what I mean?
And that's one of the things that follows with that human interaction, getting, seeing people put a smile on their face, driving off the lot on their brand new car, something they worked very hard for.
Yeah.
And they're seeing all their hard work pay off.
Right.
when they're jumping on in a brand new car, smells great, everything looks spanking new. So that's kind of brings joy to me, which kind of motivates me every day. You know,
Right.
it's all about that human interaction.
Reminds me of a saying we had. I don't know if you've ever heard this. Putting dreams in driveways.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're doing. We're putting dreams in driveways. Hey, so what are you into? You have any hobbies, any sports, any things you're into?
Aside, just hobby-wise in sports, just watching.
Just watching.
Yeah,
You're a spectator.
So
got it. No problem.
You know, I got and then cars, motorcycles.
You have any bikes right now?
I do. I have two.
What are you, two? I didn't know you had two. What do you have?
Yeah, I have a 2015 R6.
Okay.
And a 2018 R3.
Okay, you're a Yamaha guy.
Yeah.
All right, well,
but
fantastic.
I'm gonna hopefully in the near future I'll transition to those nice choppers. So.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Esteban Martinez, Buick GMC Cadillac, Cathedral City. Next time you're here, say hello to Esteban. See you guys later.